and welcome back to Play-by-Play Sports Radio. I'm Nick Evans. I'm here with Alex Harkins and
Jack Doherty.
Jack Doherty. So today we're going to be talking a lot about the Phillies. They've won 2 straight games, the first 2 games of a 4-game series against the Mets, in rather dominant fashion. A 13-7 victory in Game 1, and then a 7-5 victory last night. The offense has been performing a lot better in the last 2 games, and the pitching, especially the bullpen, has been able to throw some zeros and close out games. So, guys, what do we think about this?
Yeah, it's really great to see that the team's finally firing on all cylinders again. Because a losing streak is never a good thing, especially a long one, and especially against your division rivals. This is a really important stretch of the season. And they dropped 7 straight, it's unacceptable. So, to at least win the first 2 of the series and at least split it, is more than what I can ask for at this point. Going into the All-Star break, you want to end on a good note, heading into the deadline and for the break. So, I'm happy what they're doing right now, and hopefully they can keep it up.
Yeah, I totally agree. So we have John calling in from Chester County. John, what do you got?
The Phillies obviously went a week winless, losing 7 straight. Now they've won 2 against the Mets. Now it's good of a team. Do you think this losing streak is fully behind them, or do you think they have to win another game to prove that that's fully behind them? They're taking the next step.
I think to prove that it's fully behind them, they're probably going to have to sweep the Mets. Because they're at the point where, yes, the bats are back, so they are scoring more runs, but the pitching is still very bad. With Jake Arrieta giving up 5 runs in 6 innings pitched last game, that's not acceptable to be able to go far into the playoffs in any fashion. When you're playing a team like New York, who really, they're not that good of a team, you should be able to handle them pretty easily. And they've shown that for them to sweep the Mets, it would show that they're back to where they were earlier in the season.
Well, you mentioned Jake Arrieta not pitching so well. So do you think that's a need at the deadline?
I do think that's a really big need for them. I could see them trading someone like either Michael Franco or Cesar Hernandez for a solid starting pitcher. Because guys like Aaron Nola and Jake Arrieta, even Zach Eflin, who was doing good early in the season but now has struggled a little bit, they need someone who can start strong for them and carry them to victories.
Yeah, and there are quite a bit of starting pitchers on the market. Madison Bumgarner and Mike Minor are the ones that everyone talks about. There's also Zach Wheeler, Will Smith from the Giants. So there's a lot of other guys out there.
The thing about all these guys is, the better they are, the more you're going to have to give up. So, are the Phillies willing to trade away parts of their future to win now? Madison Bumgarner, who is probably the, top pitcher of the 4 that you mentioned. This is last year of his deal, so the Giants are looking to get rid of him. But he has a losing record right now. He has over 4 ERA. And I understand that he's been dealing with injuries, the past couple of years. But is a guy that, hasn't even been that consistent with the Giants, a guy that you're willing to give up, a lot of prospects and top, young arms most likely, because that's what they need, for a guy that's not even, that consistent.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think starting pitching is the need. So thanks for having me on.
All right, thanks, Sean. All right, so we got Sam from Bucks County. Sam, what's up?
Do you think that Bryce Harper is going to be able to turn this season around because the Phillies have put so much into him? Do you think that he's going to be able to help them out like they thought he would?
Well, Bryce Harper, he goes through hot stretches and he goes through cold stretches. When he's hot, he's one of the most dangerous hitters in the entire MLB. When he's cold, he tends to strike out a lot, and sometimes he doesn't really produce much. So it's pretty easy to get down on him, but I think we just have to stick with him his first year here. I think he's bound to get hot at some point.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. He's a very inconsistent player, but I think the Phillies knew that coming in. He does strike out a lot, which really is a big issue for him, but he also can be an extremely good hitter when he is hot. And they took that risk by signing him, and I do think that when it comes to crunch time, towards the end of the season, that's when he's going to turn.
A lot of people, weren't 100%, confident with the signing of Bryce Harper for $330 million for 13 years. But if you think about it, last year they had Nick Williams and Aaron Altair playing right field. So even though you're paying them, Bryce Harper a lot of money, and even though his numbers last year were down for himself, you're still getting an upgrade of what you already had.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So we have. So I think that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back same time tomorrow.